Guys, for our warm-up, we are going to do this 2 times through. So we are going to start with some jumping jacks. So jumping out, hands come up overhead, jumping back hip width, back out. So 20 of these guys. Here I'm doing 7 inchworms. So I'm loading my hamstring, so I'm bringing my hands down to my toes. I'm walking my hands forward. Everything is nice and stacked. My wrist, elbows, shoulders. I'm bracing my belly and squeezing my glutes. I'm lowering myself down to the ground, pressing up through my elbows, reaching back. I'm gonna hold that stretch for 1, and then walk my hands back to my feet and standing tall, 7 times. So here we are gonna do some forward skips. So I'm gonna propel myself to the sky, bring my knees up to my chest, driving through the shoulders and reversing back, nice and soft on the toes and coming back. Next, we'll be doing high knees. So bring the knees to the chest, nice upright torso. You can do the stagnant or traveling. If that's too difficult for you, you can just bring knees to chest, keeping a nice steady pace throughout. So next I'm gonna get my ankles nice and warm as well. So 10 ankle rolls clockwise, and then 10 counterclockwise, and then switching sides. And then 20 heel toe rockers. So coming up on your toes, you're shifting back into those heels, nice stretch in the calves, and extending through. You can make it a little game, or you can hold on to something. Next, we're going to be doing a lateral lunge. So you're gonna elongate that stance, reaching to the side, keeping your shins nice and vertical, holding here for 2 or 3 seconds, standing up tall, squeezing the glutes, and switching sides. Again, staying nice and vertical, your knee is in line with your toe, standing up. So you're gonna do that 10 times. So 5 on each side. So next we're gonna work on some core stability here. So I have a 10-pound weight here. We're gonna do some plank pull through. So I like to start in the inchworm position, walking my hands forward, finding that plank position. Make sure that your wrist, elbows, and shoulders are stacked. You're bracing the belly and you're squeezing the glutes. I am going to reach with my opposite hand, pull that weight on the outside, and switching sides. I don't want the drop of the hips because that will get into your lower back. Press through those glutes, keeping the belly nice and engaged. And you're doing that 5 on each side for a total of 10. If you do not have a weight to utilize, you can use something of reference as far as being a book or a gallon of water, your water bottle, however you see fit. Another option you could do is just do the shoulder taps. So tapping your shoulders, you're keeping very minimal shift here. I'm not shifting side to side. I'm squeezing the belly, squeezing the glutes, touching my shoulder, lowering with control. Okay, next we're going to be warming up for our burpees. So these are more burpee sprawls, so we don't have to do a full push-up. I'm just landing in a plank position. I'm keeping everything nice and engaged. As I come up, I'm bringing my feet to my hands, and then I'm standing up tall. So here, feet, jump. Again, staying nice and tight. You're not dropping those hips going into your lower back, squeezing the glutes, bringing your feet to your hands, standing up tall. On these burpees, if you do notice that you're dropping and you have to come up on your toes to come up, that is what I do not want to see. So I want you to come back. If you need to, you can kick your feet out more, then stand up tall and jump. So just want to focus on this as far as keeping those feet nice and flat on the floor. So directly into a squat position, you can stand up tall. Our last part of the warm up here is air squats. So nice shoulder width apart. Right here what I'm doing is I'm turning my knees out towards my baby toes. That way I'm already setting myself up. So I'm keeping my torso nice and upright, bracing the belly, squeezing the glutes. I'm sending my hips back and I'm pushing my knees out towards my baby toes. And then I'm pausing for 1 second, driving through my heels, full hip extension at the top. 5 of those, and 2 times through. You're gonna do 5 air squats and 10 burpees. If you wanna make it a little bit more challenging, you can do the RX version, which is 10 air squats and 15 burpees. So my really only focus for this workout is I really want you guys full hip extension at the top. For those burpees, if you wanna add a little bit more of a challenge, drop it down into that plank position, add that push-up driving through those elbows. My primary focus for you is to land flat feet, so bring your feet to your hands, standing up tall, hands behind head. Otherwise, I'm fine with just chest to deck. You guys really want to try to find a pace that you can sustain all the way through, but give yourself a little bit of rest period in between those minutes. Last conditioning piece I have for you is a descending ladder of 10 all the way down to 1 with jumping lunges and push-ups. So for the jumping lunges, I am standing with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm keeping my feet at a 90-degree angle, and I'm switching feet mid through, keeping nice vertical shins, my knee is tracking over my toe, and again, jumping, keep my torso nice and upright, and coming down. And then for the push-ups, we're gonna start in a nice plank position. Everything is nice and stacked. I'm bracing my belly, squeezing my glutes. I'm keeping a nice neutral spine and a neutral head position here. I'm internally rotating my shoulders as I'm lowering myself down to the ground, and then I'm pressing up through those elbows. If you guys know my modification here, turning to the side if you're not quite there yet, lowering yourself down, then bring your knees down to the ground, pressing up through your elbows, and then your knees come up. This should be a pretty quick cycle. Full body workout today. Should probably not take you any longer than like 4 minutes, give or take. Good luck.